Maizon Val. Welcome to my home, Maizon Val. Hey Maizon Val fam, we are in Dallas and today we are going to be touring a spectacular $1 million home located in prime real estate in Dallas, and I am excited. From the stunning driveway to the beautiful architectural landscape to the resort style pool, I have been told that we're going to be blown away. I'm excited to see this home and I know you guys are in for a treat. But guess what? We're saving the best for the last. We're showing you guys some of the most stunning features of this home at the end. So stay till the end. But for right now, let's go tour this home. You've been waiting, Maizon Val.
Hi Maizon Val, welcome to our home.
Oh, thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
You
so
are
glad
welcome.
to be here. Oh my God, you have a gorgeous home.
Thank you so much.
Driving here, I saw the ambience, the environment. It just looks like a retreat where somebody, I feel like if I live here, I may not want to go to work.
Well, that was the whole idea when we were building this home.
Wow.
We wanted somewhere we could really come back to. We are a very busy couple or family as a whole, so this was the idea.
Okay, I'm excited to see your home, and I know that our viewers are. Are you ready to give us a tour of the home? Okay, so
right here in the foyer, when you come in, I think the most eye-catching detail would be the chandelier. This was just it. When I saw it, I knew this was going to match this spot, and we didn't want one but two because of that nook. I'll tell you about that nook in a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, this is what you see when you come in. I like it that from the front door, you can see all the way to the back.
Wow. Do you have an interior background?
I don't. I just picked it up, I guess, as I grew up.
Wow.
I've always loved, funny enough, people feel like I love fashion before all of this, but I just have always loved the
Home
beautiful
decor,
things.
yeah.
So home decor came later in my life, back from home when we built our home back home. But then we transitioned into here. I love to decorate a lot.
Wow.
I don't like to cook like most women and bake, but I love to clean, I love to decorate.
So this is your own thing?
From top to bottom. I did not hire a designer. I furnished this house myself.
Wow. I think you might be in for some trouble because I'm redoing my home. I may have to seek your help.
I'll be glad to come around.
Okay, let's see. What is this space? I know this was what caught your eyes, but for me, this is what drew my eyes immediately. This art on the wall, this stunning chandelier, these colors you're playing with here is so whimsical.
I just
floral.
love the space. However, this is the space we spend the least amount of time in.
Wow.
But I love it. I love that when you come in, this is what you see.
Yeah.
You want to come into, maybe the wow in a home before you even transition to other areas.
Yeah.
But I kept it really simple, like you would see in the rest of the home. This did not come actually. All of this didn't come with the home. The frames, the moldings, we had to add on as we went, with different ideas. This was just a plain wall, but I knew that this would be a focal wall.
Yeah.
So we started with one of this artwork right in the middle without anything, but it kind of wasn't doing it for me. So I went back. And luckily, after a year or two, I found the matching. So I made the three and we put the molding around it, and here we are. Yeah. The rugs I've played with it a little bit. I think this is the third one in this spot, but
this one,
I'll keep this one.
Yeah, I like this one.
It catches everything in here.
And I'm also seeing that you're playing with textures here. Tell me about that.
I am a leather girl.
Okay.
But I'm transitioning to upholstery.
Okay.
I am, because I think it's easier to clean.
Okay.
This might change in a little bit, because when we moved in here 2020 and it was
during COVID.
Yes. And we couldn't really do much with furniture shopping, you know, except online.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the name, but a store opened their doors to us and we went in and did a private, and we were limited to what we could find.
Purchase,
I mean, as regards the dining, I love my table, but maybe sometime soon the seats will be changed.
The seats will be changed.
Yeah.
No, it's a very, I'm curious to know, while we go, you can start thinking about it, but I'm curious to know what you splurge the most on in this home. So you don't have to answer it now, but if we're around it, you can tell me, but if we're not, just think about it. What do you think you splurge the most
We
on?
almost got a divorce over the...
Wow.
over the staircase and the railings. I wanted glass.
Ooh.
But the builders advised my husband, I don't know what was convinced him.
Okay.
But
what made you so drawn towards that glass idea?
Again, I like a very airy feel. I feel like a glass would just be a little lighter than wood, and being in Texas, they love wood, and so I didn't want a lot of wood. I went with the wrought iron and kept the wood really minimal to just the banisters.
Okay.
But But that was going to be the biggest splurge if we did that, because there was a particular style of glass I needed. But you came from outside, that circular driveway. I'll let him talk about it. That was my husband's splurge. But mine is somewhere in the house.
I can.
We'll see it.
As a lady,
we'll see it in a bit.
It's clicking.
Yeah.
So where are we going to next?
Let's do the study.
Okay.
Behind those doors.
Ooh,
so we kept a pocket door again, because we just wanted the ease, the flow. Not a pocket door, a barn door rather. So you're going to notice a lot of blacks and whites, and so we kept the door black too.
Very cohesive.
Yeah.
I'm curious to know the glass.
I don't know what it's called, but we had to keep it obscured so whoever is there can really concentrate.
Yeah. Okay, we have to do a grand reveal. What?
I don't know about the grand reveal.
Ooh, somebody working in here. We're going to have to bother you.
This is my husband.
Hello.
This is Maizon Val and her team. They have come to visit us in our home.
Thank you for having us.
And
so we just got here, but we're already wowed. We want to know what was going on. What were you thinking behind this home? The custom driveway, the everything. We want to just tell us everything.
Well, when we decided to build, or why we decided to build was we thought, how many homes?
I can't keep count.
80 or 90 homes.
Wow, you're very specific on what you were looking for.
Went as far as South Lake, went to Westlake, went to a bunch of properties, and for every home, we actually found a home in Arlington that kind of met our taste. But we had to do some reno works, and for each of those homes, two things: we didn't get this big plot of land, and then we had to knock some walls. And when I did the mathematics, it was like some of them would be costing about 200, 300 grand.
And the location too. You would find a beautiful home, but in the wrong.
Yes, you find a beautiful home, and you will be the only cock to crow in the area. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Actually, our realtor actually got tired.
Oh, I can imagine.
One day he told us, hey, why don't you guys check out North Lake? Looks like they have this big plot of land for sale.
Yeah.
And you guys can build whatever you want. And that's why we came here. We came here the first time for like 2 years, trying to make up our mind, because it seemed like it was...
We kept driving here.
Yeah, it seemed like it was too far out of...
From your...
from the downtown where we lived. That's why we decided to come here, and then the design was just between both of us. We just sit down, call the architect, he gave us a drawing, we'll keep knocking things, and giving the benefit of doubt, if we were to do it over, I'm pretty sure we'll knock down some more things and build something. So,
and we really kept, what we needed in mind. It's the intentionality behind it, that we had an acre. This sits on an acre.
Okay.
We could have built anything, a castle, whatever, but we had to be realistic.
Okay.
What do we really want? What does our family need? We like to entertain. Sleeping space is sleeping space. You're going to sleep there. But, you know, the living space, you want to be able to accommodate people. So we had that in mind.
So, yeah, the design pretty much was between myself and the architects.
Okay.
But most of the aesthetics was hers. All I was concerned about was the structural
things, and
the circular driveway.
Yes. The circular, they wanted
tell me about the
circular driveway because we like to entertain.
Okay.
And
when you say entertain, how often are you entertaining in a month?
About in a month.
In a month?
No, not monthly. Say in a year. We do 3
times a year. Okay.
Yes, 2-3
but
parties.
Big parties.
That I mean, my neighbors all come out and and then they're like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
The party we had behind it actually thought it was a wedding.
Wow. Okay. So that's grand.
And we load people parking on the streets. So the driveway, the circular driveway, kind of, if it's well arranged, takes in about 20 cars.
Okay.
Just sitting here.
Yeah.
So what else?
So would you say that that's the biggest splurge that you in this home?
No, we pretty much have everything in this home.
So what would you say top 2 things that you splurge on the most?
The automation.
Okay.
The automation, as well as the what do they call it in this the sound.
AV drill.
The sound system. It's like the if you see all this stuff. The cat wiring, the wiring system, the sound system, the cameras, everything. We have the central vacuum. We have the.
That is one of my love.
The central vacuum.
The central vacuum, you don't have
to. I don't think I've seen it. I don't know what that is.
Okay. We have the central vacuum.
So we're going to see it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have the screens. We have the slide door.
I thought I was going to hear the pool. So the pool wasn't a big splurge for you guys.
Oh, the pool.
It was, but we live in here, so the things that we enjoy while we spend most of the time.
The pool is a heated pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has the fireball. It has the fountains. It has the bubblers, and it's a play pool, 6 feet in between, in the middle, and 5 feet at the extremes. We have a mini, what do they call it, a putting green, a mini golf spot. Probably we'll let you know as we go.
Okay, so I cite this. This is pretty neutral, but
that's
pop of color here.
I love to throw things in.
Yeah.
My hands were really tight because it's his space, so I couldn't do much. I mean, the papers come all the time. You have to
come out straight.
I gave up on this space.
Yeah, you have to let him do his thing in here.
Yeah, and she keeps moving around my paperwork, and I'm like, okay, no, do what we want on the other side. Let's leave this.
It's what it is. A study. It's our children, our awards were really big on school education and all of that. So we kind of display all of that here. I'm not a big picture on the wall person.
Oh.
You will see that as we go. This is probably the only picture that I have here in this home. I like to put pictures in frames, little beautiful frames, and just keep them everywhere in the house. So.
That's really nice.
Yeah. All right.
Are you joining us?
Yeah, it seems like it's interesting, though.
It seems like it's interesting. What's going on? Okay, so.
Are you going to join us?
Yes. So now we're even more excited to see more of the home. After seeing this space, I want to see more, and I want to hear more about the stories and also the memories that are being created here.
Okay, I told you that we were going to come to that nook.
Okay.
We needed a second chandelier for that nook. That is where my Christmas tree stands every Christmas.
How tall
I think it is 7 or 12. It meets the chandelier right.
So definitely about 12.
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God.
It right there.
Yeah.
So I love that spot was created. We actually wanted a grand piano, but the foyer didn't have enough space for that. So my Christmas tree stays over there.
What would you say your favorite holiday is as a family?
Christmas.
Okay.
And we never spend it here.
Any special traditions you do to celebrate?
We go overseas.
Huh? Oh, really? So you just do the tree and
I do it early, and then I leave. When you leave, I'm gonna start on my tree decoration. Yeah.
Oh
and
my
when I
God.
come back, I let it stay maybe about 2 months, and then I take it down.
Okay.
And we talked about the vacuum.
Our kids have not spent Christmas in the US since 2014.
Wow, that's a long time. So that's your family tradition.
Yes.
Correct.
So do you go back to a certain place, or you go to different places each year?
We stay in the southern part of Nigeria.
So you go back to Nigeria? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
the last 11 years now. So my brother, who is the last kid, who is 20, since he was 11, sorry, 8, 9.
If it's 11,
9. She's not spent Christmas in the US.
No, I think they have it good because they get to really enjoy the way we grow up. Because that's, to me, I think that's the real, the celebration, the family, everything.
So all this dirty December that people are going
You've been doing it before. So you're the OGs before the hype.
So my kids
There's no place like home.
No.
There's really no place like home. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And before we leave, this, you said you hadn't seen it.
Yes, I haven't seen it before.
The traditional vacuum, you have to drag it along every spot, but this, I will show you what it looks like. But you will see spots like this intermittently in the home because it has a very long hose. You plug it in here, you vacuum, and it suctions it to the collector, which is in the garage. So you don't have to pull it. You can do 1, 2, 3 of these, and you vacuum the entire home instead of dragging it around. Okay, we're gonna go to the living area, the entertainment space. So come with me. Well, I'm not gonna open this, but this is just a storage. Goes under the stairs. This here is the powder room.
Ooh.
And we, like I said, it's a lot of, the house is white. Maintenance is a top thing on, the plan in my head at all times.
Okay.
So we had to keep it really functional. That's an automatic toilet. It will flush itself. It will do whatever you need for it to do. And again,
vessel sink. I feel like, for me, I really like the knobs.
Oh, the
those
knobs.
Details. Because you changed it out, right? Or it came with it?
We told them not to even put knobs.
Those.
So all the knobs, we went back and bought for different spaces.
Very, very nice. The statement knob for sure. Okay.
And again, like I said, I don't do pictures on the wall. So this, you'll see things like this all around the home. I like mirrors too.
So people that watch the show know that I cannot pass a mirror without stopping by. Is it the same for you?
Me too.
Okay, so let's have a moment.
Me too. Yep.
Okay, yes. Maizon Val, this is an essential in your home. You need mirrors like this.
Every lady,
we need it, and we're happy with this.
Tell me about it.
All right.
Tell me about it.
So, this is my Solly. This is, I call him the baby. This is our baby, and that's his spot. He stays right there because he's a good boy. He just turned 6 in August.
Wow.
Yeah, and we
What's
had
the
him.
breed?
He's an Australian Labradoodle.
Okay.
Yeah, he's smart.
My daughter wants to say something mixed with the doodle, but she doesn't know what. She said Maltese mixed with the doodles. Yeah.
Spot. You can move, Spot. He understands more.
Okay.
When he feels like you're gonna give him a little zip. Spot, Solly. Spot. Stay. All right. So this is the living area.
Okay.
I don't know what else to tell you. I keep telling you about the lightness, the airiness, what my vision in my home, my taste is.
How would you describe your style, your design style?
When you hear eclectic, it takes you to old.
Okay.
But I match textures. I love textures. I love different, metal and ceramics and fabric. I just love all of that. So you can see here, there is the black, there is the silver, there is the upholstery, I just love it. And I love gold too, but gold. I think gold is abused. A lot of people.
It's overdone for sure.
A lot of people just they throw up gold everywhere.
Yeah.
But I kind of pick
and choose where
to and incorporate it into our home. I love this focal wall. It was beautiful, just amazing to see it being done. The stone work on this was incredible. The precision is beautiful. That Suda, can you turn it on, the fireplace? Okay, he's doing that. And this is my wall.
Okay.
Without it, you see it's a clear nothing there, but I wanted that to be the eyepiece of this place.
How did you decide what sizes, what to,
just mix and match? Yes, the variations. I knew I wanted the heights. And I found this beautiful painting that really, the vase there, I needed something that would go from one end of the vein to the other, and this just matched the entire
perfect.
place.
Yeah, it really works.
And then from there, I went on to get the colors that would match the pictures on the wall, depending on the wall for the vases.
Very nice, but me, I'm itching for one thing. I want to see this door open all the way, the pocket door.
Yeah, it's voice controlled, so...
Computer, turn on open in living.
Okay, this is nice. Let's see.
So this opens up, and then we can slide this door all the way into this wall.
Into the wall. So
and the beauty now, and if you stay at the front door, you can really appreciate what the space is all about.
Okay. And it goes completely in.
Yep, all of it.
Nice.
There you have it. This is the
You didn't inform me to bring my suitcase. I travel light actually, so
I have a small.
Maybe I can make it work.
A small guest room, so people can leave.
Oh my God!
Over too much.
Oh my God! Maizon Val, are you hearing? We can't stay. We can't stay over.
1-2 days. That's it. That's
okay. Yeah, it's one. I can work with 1-2 days. No, this is very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we spend a lot of time here with the parties. We actually my son just graduated college, so
congrats.
The last one was in August. Thank you.
Yeah.
And we had a blast here.
I can imagine.
Yep.
I can imagine.
And
this weather, the weather today is so perfect for this. Very nice.
So this.
So this, you said it was heated, right?
It is a heated pool. It's a heated jacuzzi.
Wow.
It's narrower at the ends, but deeper in the middle, because we wanted it like a play pool. You could play volleyball and stuff in here.
That's very good.
And
I love it. I love it.
It looks better at night when all the ambience. The light is on. The light is on right now, but you can't really see the flames. But at night, it's beautiful.
So guys, if you're watching, let me know which part of this tour has been your favorite. For me, I think I found my home. She said it's her private oasis, but this might be my. I really like it.
She likes some contracts. We'll do that. We'll do that.
This is my favorite part of the home. But leave in the comments below. Let me know which place has been your favorite. Again, the tour is just beginning, and there's still so much to see. So keep watching.
Alrighty. Hi, my name is Margaret Bassi.
My name is Nkana.
And we've lived in this home since 2020. I would think that this was our dream home. I would love to say that. Do you agree?
Yeah, I mean, your dream is my dream. If you want something bigger, we'll strive to achieve that.
We moved here, like I said, in 2020 during the COVID pandemic, and we've been here 5 years now, and we love every bit of our stay here. We like space, and so we were looking to have a place with a lot of space. We like to entertain. We are a family of 5. We have 3 grown adult kids, And we also have a lot of friends, and so we had that in mind when we were building this home. But more importantly, we wanted it to be our home. So every detail was well thought of, was well crafted, and because it's such a big place, we also wanted comfort, the ease, and the little things that would make life easy.
Yeah, for me, was only after the structural aspect of the house, the architecture, make sure everything meets state criteria, and I left the entire decor of the home to her. Whatever you see in the home is what she did. From my aspect was to go over the numbers and make sure we don't have a roof that is going to collapse on all of us.
I love different spaces in the home and its functionality, but a few of my favorite places, of course, would be the kitchen, because that's where we are big on family. That's where we spend most of our time in as a family. Like I had mentioned earlier, our kids are now grown adults, so they're always away somewhere on their own. So when we have that time to stay together, we really like it in the kitchen. I also love my closet a lot, because it's obvious, who doesn't? Every woman loves the closet.
For me, the home for me is peace of mind. Where I come back from, well, I work a great deal. I work out of states. I work pretty much all the continental US states. In almost all the 50 states, I have licenses to practice there. And whenever I come back home, I want to have peace of mind. And thankfully, we have achieved that with this home. Best place for me in the home, if I were to say, is my bedroom. Other than that, the study is where I would also hang out. We like to entertain, and once in a while we bring in a lot of people to come in here and spend time with us. So, yeah.
The three words that come to mind when I think of my home is serene, intentional, and love.
For me, I forgot, I don't know if she mentioned it to you guys, the name of this home is Ekemini. Ekemini in Akwa Ibom language, in Ibibio language, means it's about time. This is the right time. And that happens to be my wife's name. So this home for me is just one word. It came at the right time, which is my wife's name.
With every construction, or with the completion of every construction, you always say, "Oh, I should have done that. I should have done this." So I'm not an exception.
Sweetie, let me help you there, because I'm the one who was all about structure, and I think I missed it. If I was to add something to the home, I would probably have put out a pool house. Because we notice when our guests come in and they have to use the restroom, they have to go into either the powder room or the guest room to use the guest room. So it's still in the works. Probably we have 1 acre here, probably build a pool house around, so that if you're coming to use the pool, if we are outdoors, we are strictly outdoors. Nobody goes indoors. So that's one thing I probably would add to the home, a pool house.
And I would love a balcony. If I was to do it again, I would have loved a balcony somewhere, and maybe the master to open onto the outside, not coming through the inside to the outside. So those are a few things. My 2 cents to whoever cares to take it. I don't know if I like the advice. Some people take it some ways, but everybody works hard, so I'm not going to say hard work brought us here. It's part of it, but I'm big on do not jump the queue. Do things, take your time. Don't follow, don't be in a hurry to get it. It will come if you're focused. The Bible says, write it out. Even the scripture says that. So when you plan, there cannot be an execution without a plan. So for every fruition, there has to be a plan. So plan take time, work out different things in your life, in your finances during that planning stage. And when it will happen, it will happen.
Lovely. Thank you.
For me, I would just say maybe 2-3 things. Focus. 2, no shortcut to success. 3, Rome was not built in a day. So those 3 things, if you're focused and you concentrate on what you focused on, you ultimately get there. It might take long, but the end would always justify the means. That's what I would say. We didn't come here, we didn't start off in the United States like this, but we eventually there. In fact, we have reached where we thought we would be. Every other thing is to the glory of God. Whatever we add will be to God's glory.
Hi, my name is Margaret.
Hi, my name is Yukana. Keep watching Maizon Val.
Part of your land?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody sits on an acre.
Yeah.
So this is us where the fencing, ends. That demarcates us from the next house.
Are you planning to do anything, or you're just leaving it the way it is?
No, we're not. My mother lived with me, but she recently passed. We had thought that maybe we could make a mother-in-law here somewhere, but that plan is gone. So it's just going to be greens. Yeah. Who knows, one of these days when my girls get married, they can have a ceremony in the back.
Oh,
yeah.
Actually, that would be perfect.
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
And you are right by the
Where's the
potting green? It is in there.
We use it for B-roll.
Yeah, it's in there, and my husband thought this was a good idea to set up one, but he is the busiest person I know.
Use it? That's what I was going to ask.
He's been out here maybe 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
3
really?
or 4 times, and
3 or 4 times since you've lived here.
That's it. Out
What?
here 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, where's the time?
Yep.
Oh my God, what's going on?
But we love it.
No, it's lovely.
If you come visiting and you know how to, you can spend time here.
Yeah. It's lovely. Yeah, I really like it.
Just like my daughter who has her basketball ring, and how many times has she used it?
They're all busy people now.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God.
So while we were on this side, that's another feature in the home. I'll let him talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we kind of created this in case we wanted to extend. We have more guests in there.
Wow.
We don't want to come out here. We can all hang inside here without kind of make an enclosure, like extend the living room.
This is amazing.
And it keeps the bugs out, and
Keeps
the
the
days
bug
when
out.
it's really sunny too, it helps with.
Yes, and the AC flows in
cool.
here.
Okay.
If we are all sitting in here, then we just make
So this
an
can be
enclosure.
like an extension of. It makes it,
Makes the living room bigger.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
So we can all lock ourselves
So these
in
are
here.
all upgrades,
So this
by
is
the way.
What's this called?
It's a
It's
screen,
screen.
automated
So just
screen.
automated screen.
Yes.
Nice.
It didn't come with the bill. You have to, these are upgrades.
Yeah.
Like the floor, it's an upgrade, So it depends on what you want. We settled for these comforts rather than a big sleeping room, a big bedroom.
Yes.
So these
For
are the
sure.
things that matter to us.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Can I ask how big this pocket door is? Was the pocket door an upgrade, or it came with the build too?
It's an upgrade.
It's an
Was
upgrade.
an upgrade.
They wanted to just give you the regular
Yes.
patio doors,
Yeah.
but so we decided no, we wanted to extend the living room just in case we had a much larger group of people in the house, and we don't want to stay out with the sun. So this makes it easier, and this is about 12 feet.
12 feet, yeah. Very lovely.
12 feet opening, and when it's winter, you can barely stay here, but with the screens closed and the heat coming in,
Yeah, and the
everywhere just seems
fireplace
like
on
fireplace
out
is on.
here. All right, next up to my left would be my kitchen.
Ooh.
I know.
Waterfall design.
I love that.
Is this quartz or?
This is quartz. It's the best for heating because of the stain resistance and all of that. Yeah, I love my sink.
Okay.
The Blanco. It is very durable. I love
really?
the color. It's spacious enough. I mean, I cook. I'm a Nigerian lady, so I don't have a family, so I cooked. But I don't love to cook.
Oh, okay.
I love to clean.
Yeah.
You would come into my home clean and sparkling, but you might not have food. I'll order something.
Okay. As long as we eat something, even if
yes,
you order, that's
there
fine.
might not be food in the fridge, but the house will be clean.
Okay, okay.
So that's my, this is my kitchen again. The little family reminders and those pictures here and there.
What are the top 2 things that you say you guys cook the most in this kitchen?
My kids fry, all their foods are fried now.
Okay.
I don't know. They cook now, but for me, when I cook mostly our traditional dishes because I think I do it better than I would let them do it. Yeah. So the soups, apang soup, edikang kong, or bono, just anything. And I'm a great cook. I just don't love to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. So we sit here a lot. That's why I said the formal dining area was somewhere we do maybe Thanksgiving and stuff, but this is where we sit for the most part.
In the breakfast.
The breakfast nook, yeah.
That's lovely. So the fridge, I don't feel like I've seen something this big before. I've seen something tall, but not this wide.
Yeah.
So this is really nice.
This is a Sub-Zero. It has the freezer to the left and the regular fridge to the right.
Okay.
I love it. I don't know what else to tell you. I love it. I never saw one until I had one.
Yeah.
So
very nice.
And I'm a big tea girl, so I have a nook here for my tea. Every morning I leave the house very early, so I grab my tea. Is always I have my tea there. Coffee. My husband is a coffee person, but I'm a tea girl. My teacups all up here, and I like things tucked away. I don't like things everywhere.
That's good.
Another thing in this kitchen that we love is, if you notice, you don't see any plugs.
Yes, that was the first thing I noticed.
No plugs on this, nothing. So this is our charging system. So you can charge your phone, whatever. I need to blend whatever. I bring out my blender, blend it, and then put it right back.
Wow.
Then the back splash. I wanted a clean look, very clean look. No sockets, no. And I didn't just come with, I'm not going to take credit for doing all this. I didn't just come up with this idea. Like my husband said, we'd walked homes, not really the older homes, but the newer builds. So we saw most of these ideas there. And so if you ask me where they are, they're up here.
Very nice.
You can plug whatever you need to plug if you're...
And then you have your very...
I'm a collector of China.
I can see that.
I love Chinas. I have a lot more here, so I just collect when I see any beautiful one. I like my
pot filler.
My pot filler here, and that's it. And we have again the central vacuuming system here. You'll hear a sound.
Oh.
If anything spills, I sweep it in there and it suctions it. I don't have to bring out a vacuum or anything. Everything goes there and it suctions it out to the outside. All right, so you're walking into the mud room. Okay. And there is your kit when you're ready to play.
I'm ready.
What size do you wear for shoes?
Size 40. No.
You can play today. I'm a 38. All right. So
next time, let me be ready.
Okay. So this is just it. The mud room. Our shoes, car keys here or there, and mails. I throw the mails in there for whenever we're ready to read them. And this door leads to the garage. This right here would be the laundry room. Okay. Nice. Nothing much, just a regular laundry room. I have the sink. You can pre-wash and wash and fold, and that's it.
So, you guys didn't show my perfect place, my bar.
Okay, let's see it.
Where we sit out and do what we guys normally do.
Oh.
Yes. We have all this in here.
I guess we can have a drink before you leave.
Yeah. No, but I'm not about to get you drunk.
We're not on duty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this door leads to the patio. You can step right out into the patio instead of going through
the other door.
The living room.
Okay. So you have two ways to access.
And that was again intentional. So whoever is in the next room we're going to can just step out here without having to
come all the way.
Come out.
Wow.
And this is the guest room.
Good. This is a good view for the guests.
Ooh, yeah.
Behind.
That's actually a great view for the guests.
Yep.
I feel robbed though because nobody told me to come with my one-night suitcase.
You came on a business trip this time. All right, and here, bathroom for the guest.
Ooh, so it greets you.
It sure does.
Okay.
Ready for business.
Ready for you.
Well, we picked out all of the tilings in the shower, and I love the grays, and you can really see my color.
Even the grout you chose works very well with that towel. Really nice.
Yep, and that's that. We have the closet here. We did this.
Oh, it's big.
Yeah, you can go in and take a look. When they shut, the light goes off, so you're not wondering if somebody left the light on or not. All right, let's go. This is the garage.
Wow.
Again, the floor is the same as the patio. Now, this is the vacuum I was telling you about.
Okay.
So this, you take it inside and you plug it in, and everything suctions into that. It could take us a year without even emptying that. Yeah. Wow. Take that out and empty it. So
you never need to physically...
No. You just take that cord and put it in and put on the vacuum, and the work is done. So all of this storage...
Exactly, I was about to mention it. Extra
storage, yes. I'm big on decorations, like Christmas, and also all my Christmas stuff. You can open it. Every seasonal decoration is in here. Extra seatings, I put them under here. Change of umbrellas for the pool area. All of that goes here. I didn't want things laying out, so we had to build all of that.
Compartments for everything.
Yeah. This takes us right from the living room to the bedrooms. Okay. And I like that it's a little nook. You don't just see the door to the bedroom. You come in here.
Have a little entry way.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the master's?
And then this is the master. The master is on the ground level. The kids are upstairs. We are down here.
Okay.
Because, again, the intentionality. The knees will be weak. And you won't be able to go up all the time. So we kept it down here.
No.
But this is our master bedroom. And
I love these frames.
Our family right here.
These frames are so unique.
Yeah.
So you just source them from different places and match? Or?
Yes, I just pick whatever colors I want in mine, and then whatever I find, I bring it back home and I put our pictures.
Again, I'm seeing the textures coming to play here.
That's for when we're ready to turn down, we throw the pillows in there and get in bed. Yeah. That's it. And if you notice, we do not have a king bed because my husband says, no, we can't have a king. The smaller, the better, so you're cozier.
Okay.
So we have a queen.
We love
that. That's his thing.
His thing.
And I believe it's worked.
I think so.
Yeah, 26 years this December. So.
Oh my God.
We'll keep the queen.
We have to unpack that too.
Yeah.
We have to unpack that.
All right.
So I can't walk past this without giving this its own moment.
Yeah.
I like anything bedazzled, nice. This is very.
I can see.
It's subtle, but it's doing what it needs to do. It's very ties everything in.
And the double doors, the master bathroom.
Ooh.
And
nice standalone tub.
Good enough space. He's and has vanity areas, and you can enter through that way or this way to the shower.
Okay.
And that's it.
Nice chandelier.
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice.
We keep everything simple, clean lines, and functional.
Very nice.
Yeah. And we had to tuck the throne room away so it's not you do your business here and you're not in anybody's way.
That's
so
good.
that's the toilet. This is just linen closets and all. And here is my husband's closet.
Okay. Can we come in?
Yes, please.
Ooh,
it's good enough
this is
space.
a big space for a man.
Yes, thank you.
Wow. Yeah.
He's not even filled it up. He has so much space to work with.
No, this he does. He definitely does. It's a good amount of storage for him.
Yep, that's it. And where is this? To the left.
Do you agree that it's a good space for a man?
That's all I could get.
The ladies' dream.
Hold on. Drum roll, please. We have to do a big reveal.
Yeah, so this is my closet. This was what I got in this house.
Yeah.
This home. This was my circular driveway.
So this is your favorite place, I'm guessing.
This is, yes, it's my favorite place because my things are the way I want them.
Okay.
When you go to the kitchen, somebody might have dropped a spoon somewhere you don't want it, but here, my stuff stays the way
you want it.
I want it.
Yeah.
And well, what about it? It's just what it is. I see a lot of people in their closets. They have 2-3 clothes hanging and 2 nice 4 coats and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very practical.
Yeah.
You cannot have a whole bedroom. This is somebody's bedroom and not be able to get stuff easily.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I have my seasonal clothes here. I have the shoes behind you. I have everything here. I don't have to go to another room to pick something.
Yeah.
The drawers are deep drawers back here. And there you get it.
Okay, so now we're in your closet. I want you to tell me, how do you describe your personal style?
Very personal.
Okay.
It's personal. I don't go with trends. I do. I pick and choose what trends I want to get onto. Mm-hmm. Comfort, first of all, for me. Age is a number.
Okay.
I like to show skin.
Okay.
It's the largest organ in the body. You can't always cover it. So at 47, I'll be 47 this month.
Yeah.
I can show a little bit of skin, and I think I'll look great. So I do comfort, I do style. It's very personal.
Lovely, lovely. So I want to ask you, I'm a fashion lover myself, but I want to know, do you remember your first designer piece that you ever got?
Oh, I think you will always remember the first designer piece. I want to say it's this Chloe bag. Ooh. It's between this and that Louis handbag. Louis Vuitton, but I think it's a Chloe handbag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
was it a special occasion or you just treated yourself?
I just treated myself. I don't. That's it. I just treated myself. That was the first one. It was the cheapest for me to buy too at the time. So I got that.
Is there anything that any memorabilia, something your husband has given to you that holds so much, a prized possession for you?
It's on my finger.
Ooh, come closer, please.
It's on my finger. I was going to say everything here, the husband, he's almost the husband, but the most prized would be, this was 25 years anniversary. How many carats again through that?
Ooh.
14 carats diamond.
This one. And we have the stack, the wedding bands, the engagement ring. But that's it on my finger.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are 5 things that are most important to you that if you had to leave this house, you just have to have those 5 items from this closet?
My ring.
Okay.
Or rings.
1.
My.
Okay.
It's in the. 5.
We have 3, so we have to be careful.
Oh, 3?
We have 3 left, because only 5, right? So 3 more items.
Girl, I can't think of 3. I love my stuff.
You have to pick 3.
Okay, I'll pick, I'll take my Chanel flap.
Okay.
Classic flap.
Classic flap.
And I'll take, 1 Louis Vuitton, the cappuccino, right there. And...
This is tough. Your last one, the final answer.
I'll take a Bottega.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah, they're not my favorite, but I'm just, I mean, those, of course, some of those are my favorites, but telling me to take 3 things is really hard.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Okay, signature scent while we're in here.
I like my Attrape Rêves by Louis Vuitton. And I kind of have come to love this because my children gave it to me, and they have it Our Rock.
Green, I see it.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
So,
what's your favorite season?
Fall. Yeah,
so
we're getting into it.
Yeah.
Fall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular brands that you really love that once you have to? Or you're not really a brand person?
Anyone. If it's if I like it, I get it. Yeah, I'm not into which is my favorite brand. But for bags, I think the classics would still be the Chanel and the Dior because of the, I'm not really hopefully planning to resell my items. I have 2 daughters, but those are classics. In and out of season, you will always be able to carry them.
What is one fashion trend? I know you're not into trends, but that you think we should leave in 2025? We shouldn't take along with us.
Baby hair. The soap, baby hairs. I tell my daughters, where is it going to the eyes? What do we mean?
Yeah, so baby hair for sure.
Let's leave that.
Let's leave that. You guys heard it here first. Baby hair, we should leave it in 2025. I agree.
Or 20. I think it came even before 2020.
Yes, but we shouldn't take it to 2026.
We should have left it since.
We should have left it since.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's baby hair?
Don't worry, I'll tell you.
We'll put it on the screen so the people can see what the baby hair is.
Yeah, you don't need to know, sweetheart, please. All right.
Oh my God. Honestly, this is every girl's dream. I feel like growing up, I always wanted a closet like this. And I know that a lot of people always wanted a closet like this. But we can't leave this closet without you showing us. I'm an Oliver Twist. I was going to say 3, but 4 of your top items in this closet.
Oh my goodness.
You just have to. You have to show us, please.
I'm going to start with something here. I did tell you that fall is my favorite season, and these boots are kind of not too recent purchase, but I love them.
Yeah.
I love them mainly because I usually don't find boots that fit my calves. Not that they but I guess I've lost weight, so finally I found something, and I found just the right one. So
this is lovely.
So I love that.
Givenchy.
I love the Chanel again. My flat bag up there. I'm not gonna bring it down, but right here.
This one.
That one.
Is that a jumbo?
That's no. It's a large.
A large.
Yeah,
okay.
Jumbo is much
bigger.
Okay. Yeah.
Very nice.
And I just started collecting Carolina Herrera. I love this little drawstring bag. I thought I was a big bag girl, but I'm getting to love the smaller bags more.
You mentioned you have daughters. Are they into fashion?
My oldest, yes.
Okay.
I guess my oldest more than the youngest one.
Yeah.
But they can't fit my
still
clothes.
in training.
They can't fit my clothes, so they do dabble into collecting a lot of stuff. And the third one, I'll just say jewelries. I love my jewelries. I'll just collections.
So, very lovely.
I love my jewelries. I can't really say which one. My sonnies too. Yeah. And
I know we said 4, but I don't want us to leave without talking about this cult guy.
This was a Mother's Day present, one of the Mother's Days, and I got this, that, and something else on one of the Mother's Days.
Yeah, this is very nice.
Yeah, I like
the
that.
Statement piece.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay. Well, thank you for showing us your closet. I really don't want to leave this room, but there's so much more to see, right?
There is.
Okay, let's go.
There is. So all the blinds in the house are set to where they go up at sunrise and go down at dusk. Yeah. On the weekends, though, my husband made it special for the bedroom. It doesn't go up,
so you can sleep in.
Yeah.
still here with the beautiful Basic couple, and when I walked in here, one of the things I noticed immediately was the connection between both of them. It was instantly palpable. You can see the connection as you go. And she mentioned here that they're turning 26 years of marriage anniversary, and that is hard to find in this climate. It's hard to find, period. So I'm been married for 8 years. I want to know what to do to be able to be married up to 26 years. So whatever tips you have to share that has made your marriage successful so far, we really want to know. I want to know, and I'm sure my viewers want to know as well.
Okay, so yeah, my father used to tell me that when you get it right, the first time, it's always there. And this has been my best decision. I told my kids how many days ago that the best decision you would make is finding a good wife, because if you find a good wife, the Lord adds every other thing to you. So for me, I found her and everything has always been on an upward trajectory. So for me, she might have different reasons. I just know that the way I have succeeded is because I found a good wife. And just a word of advice to the guys: the wife is always right. Just even when you know she's wrong, give it to her that she's right, so that you will just continue on a smooth ride.
Okay.
That's just it.
So much. I know I'm always the best decision. Anyway, I really feel like marriage is, I hear people say it's not easy. I kind of understand why and how they say that. The first few years, you're still getting to know this, but especially if you didn't cohabitate with somebody before getting married, the attitudes, the different stuff, what you don't like, the nitty gritty. But when you move past that, as you mature in the marriage, you pick your battles, this is a dead horse, there's no need beating it, and if two people are really committed to working it out, we have to look inwards. Their attitudes, their things that I have dropped, he has dropped to make it work. And I always say this jokingly, I'm tired, I can't train another one, I'll just stick with him.
Oh my God. Anyway, really good tips, and yeah, that's amazing. So we want to be able to celebrate with you 26, 30, and many more years to come. So we really love that union. And how would you say that your culture has shaped your values? I know you mentioned you're of Nigerian descent. You're from the southern. Where are you from?
Yeah, we're both from Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria. Yeah, the southern part of Nigeria. And yeah, my parents were married until one died and the other. So I've been in that kind of situation, in that kind of family, and that is what apart from my family, just where we are raised, you're raised to do things in certain orders. You go to school, you graduate, you get married, you don't run away and get pregnant for a man, or you do things in order, and that has kind of molded what you see today.
Okay.
So for me, I want to add that my mother-in-law has been a very good source of support for this marriage. My mom literally just adopted her as a daughter. Whatever she did was fine. Whatever she didn't do was fine. But my mother-in-law was someone who teleguided this marriage for a long time. When I had problems, I don't tell my mom, I tell her mom.
Yeah.
When we had issues in the marriage back in the days, it's her mom who knows. My family was just literally out of it. And then she just passed how many years ago, 2021.
Okay.
And I began to think, 2023. And I'm like, okay, this is the only person that I could walk up to, not even my mom, I could walk up to and say, hey, this is this. And by the special grace, she was always on my side. So she was always on my side. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Again, we come from a background that My father married my mom until he passed. My mom passed in 2021. That's why I made the confusion.
Yeah.
My mom passed in 2021. Her mom passed in 2023, 2 years after. And there was a point both mother-in-laws were in the same house here with us.
They came to visit and stayed with us.
And there was no problem because against all odds, everybody said, hey, 2 mother-in-laws in the same house, you're going to have the fire in the house. But we all lived and all were amicable. So, where we come from, we try as much as possible to hold everything down. Like I said, if the guys will listen to the wife, marriage is going to work out.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay, this has been amazing, but to wrap up, I want us to play a quick game. This should be very quick, and this game is called Tick Your Boxes. So how does he tick your box and how does she tick your box? So how this game works is I'm going to give you, I don't have 2, so we'll do one at a time. You have a timer, and on the clock you have a timer 60 seconds.
What does that mean?
No, so I'll explain.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll give you a timer. So in 60 seconds, write how she ticks your boxes. So in what way? So it could be that she ticks my boxes by every morning she makes me coffee, she's understanding, whatever. So whoever gets the most amount of things down in 60 seconds wins. So don't start it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
He says I'm attractive,
fashionista.
Oh, fashion conscious.
Okay.
Oh, fashion conscious and fashionista is the same. So that's just 2. What is this?
Submissive.
Oh, submissive is 3, and pretty 4, and I'm people loving, so 5.
5. So we have 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see if you can top that. Are you ready to top it? Okay. Now.
So if I had to do 6, I could have added 1. I thought.
And you could have squeezed it into
1 minute.
Oh, okay.
So just
So
as many as you put.
Like 1. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Set the timer for 1 minute. Ooh, okay. I'm not having I'm 6 seconds. 50 seconds down. 25 seconds to go. Okay. Well, you are right then. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I just made sure I had more than 5.
Okay.
I just made sure I had more than 5.
Okay, so you read it. Okay, how many do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7. Okay. Let's see if any of those will be cancelled out.
Caring, provider, great
provider.
Accepting of my flaws. Accommodates people. Great father figure.
Wow.
Attention to detail that concerns not only family, but others. Giving.
Wow. Guys, you see, this has been amazing, and with this we come to the end of the show. Okay.
I have to reiterate, I didn't think it was going to be this exciting. I was a little bit skeptical. I just wanted to stay in my study while she did everything. But guys out there, Maizon Val, you guys need to check her out. I am planning to bring her to Nigeria so that we do this in our property in Nigeria when the time permits. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful art.
And artwork again, and that's.
Where do you source your art from? Well, you're keeping it quiet as it kept.
No, I go everywhere. I go from home goods to high-end.
Yeah.
I just go everywhere. I love to just go.
So do you believe in high-low? Do you?
I really do.
You do?
I do. We don't all start from here.
Yeah.
Everybody starts from somewhere.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. That's another room, my daughter's room. We're not going to go into their rooms. Where we just sit down, play games. The kids stay here. And I want to
see this table. Yeah.
This is our first splurge in as a couple. I bought this, believe it or not, from Goodwill.
Really?
This table, it had glasses in it. I knocked the glasses out. I sanded the table down.
You did
I
it
did
yourself?
this all myself. Wow. And this is how many years ago?
Wow.
2011?
2011, yeah.
2011.
Wow.
When we just moved from New York to Texas. So, and I just finished nursing school. I just got a new job. He was still in residency.
Yeah.
So we were counting the coins, you know.
We bought the coins.
So this
oh my God.
sanded it down, stained it, and I saw it online. Somebody made an epoxy table, so I'm like, I can do this. So I put a board, went to Home Depot, put boards underneath, poured the epoxy, and we sat down as a family and put all the coins.
All the coins.
Oh my God! And this is even more. This is something you're never letting go of this.
No way.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I have overhauled this house.
Oh my
several times,
God!
but I'm keeping this.
For sure, for sure. There's so much history and story behind it.
So this this goes way back to our little beginnings.
Would you say that this is the most special piece in this home?
I would, now that I think about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really would.
For sure. Wow.
This we made. All the other ones we bought.
Yeah. We put love in everything.
Yeah.
We used to know how many coins were here, but I've forgotten. So.
No, it's very lovely.
And here, again, I do the color throwing in here, put all the colors that I cannot really put down there. In here. And these doors will lead us to the final space here, which is
big reveal.
Our media
room.
Yes.
Are these some of your favorite movies of all time?
How did you know?
I mean, The Godfather.
Money
Heist is mine.
Oh, you shouldn't have told her. I wanted to ask her.
Okay.
This is 5 of us. So he's now told you that he's the Godfather.
Is this?
Which is mine?
Ooh. I don't know. Money Heist is mine, movie. So I want to think that is that yours? No.
Next guess.
This is tricky. See, they're putting me on the spot. Okay, Mockingjay.
No.
Oh my God.
12 Angry Men is my
Jane Fonda, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the Mockingjay is my last girl, Memes. And Money Heist is Yaki's, my oldest girl. And Get Out is my son's.
Okay.
The Godfather.
So everybody picked one.
Yes, I wanted to really personalize the space. Again, it was just a plain wall. So I brought that frame again in here. And then I asked each person for their favorite movies. Got the template printed out.
I'm about to steal this idea. So if you see this on my channel, don't be surprised.
Bought the frames and here we are.
This is so lovely.
I just wanted it to be home for us. Not just go buy PCs that everybody buys and puts in the media home. So that's
it really has it really has this personal touch for sure. And you have your
come here, cozy. And
how often do you, God please, I'm holding my breath, how often do you use this space?
Not very often, because my kids have been away in school.
But I use it at least once or twice a month.
As a family, no. Okay. But individually, we do when we have our own times, you know. Okay. But as a family, everybody has their different
schedules.
Once in a while, we come together.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this is it.
Oh my God! Do I really have to go?
You should.
Oh my God! Well, guys, this has been.
I think.
This has been so much fun. Did you enjoy doing this?
I sure did. And for the first time, you really made me feel at home. I mean, it's my home.
Yeah.
I was relaxed and
Okay. Did you enjoy doing this?
Yeah. Can I say something?
Yes.
At first, I was a little bit skeptical.
Okay.
But when you guys started, I became interested, and hopefully, this is the end of this end, and hopefully in future we'll bring you to Nigeria.
Thank you. We'd love to come and feature your home. So guys, you heard it here. If you want to feature your home on Maizon Val, please send an email to info@maizonval.com or send us a DM on Instagram @MaizonVal. We would love to come and feature your home. This was fun, and oh my God, yes, this was amazing. But I'm coming back. And when I'm coming back, I'm not coming with a small suitcase. I don't know what you're saying, because most of these spaces are not being used. So somebody has to use them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll let you.
Okay, that's good.
Fun. We had a lot of fun doing this.
Thank you. So don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. Until next time, I remain your host, Val Oj. Maizon Val.